What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl is here to bring you a first impressions on a new eyeshadow palette, and it is from Lovelux Beauty. It is called their Foiled Rose palette. This was a palette that I talked about on my must-have must-gag series, and I said I wanted it. I said it was beautiful, not only for the dusty purple tones, but they also have pinky tones, and these three shimmers over here really are what got me. It's hard to get a decent look on this palette because the background is so reflective, but it is outstanding. So I will be showing you guys how I feel about this palette, putting it on my eyes, how I think it blends, the pigmentation, all of that in just a minute. I do want to say, I don't know if you guys can tell, now you can tell, I dyed my hair. So yeah, the elephant is now out of the room. I had to get closer in the room for you guys to see the elephant, but yeah, I'm very happy that I dyed my hair. I'm going to be testing this product out a little bit more, and then I will be reviewing it. Where I review it, the world will never know, but I will, and I do intend to review this product for you guys. I might just do like a hair post on my Instagram, because I don't really talk about hair much, because as you can see I do the same thing every day, all day. But between my mama and me being interested in certain things, I've been able to kind of add a couple new products into my collection. So I should just kind of go ahead and tell you guys about them. That is like the influencer thing to do. But anyways, if you're interested in seeing how I got this eye look and what I feel about the palette, then just keep watching. Alrighty guys, so I'm done with work, as I'm here, and I'm frigid. I am cold. I've been cold just constantly. My body is just not prepared for winter at all. Anyways, as I said in the intro, I'm going to be doing my first impression on this baby, which is the Foiled Rose palette by Lovelux Beauty. Wow, I was about to call this a completely different brand. This was a palette that really intrigued me. I loved how there were purples and pink mattes, but there were these really interesting different colored shimmers. So I just want to do a first impressions. I haven't touched this palette at all, and yeah, like I said a million times, I want to do a first impressions. So I'm gonna zoom in as good as it can get. Hopefully we're just not going to judge my blush right now. Okay, we're not going to go there. I have already primed my eyes, and I think first what I want to do, there's only 3 mattes, so I'm just going to use all 3 mattes. I'm going to go in with the lightest shade, then the pinky rosy shade, and then the dark shade. So I'm just going to go ahead and use all 3 of these babies just so I can get my impressions on the matte formulation in this palette. If you are wondering, I have ordered singles from them before, and I did enjoy the singles, which is why I was willing to kind of purchase this palette, because as you guys know, I've been really focusing on constricting my purchases and really just buying things that I truly think I could get a lot of use out of and truly enjoy. I didn't want to bring in a lot of things this year that I wouldn't necessarily get a lot of use out of, and that I wouldn't necessarily be able to review for you guys, because I do enjoy reviewing things. I don't think my channel is a review based channel, because I don't strive to really get things up first and like constantly be reviewing. It's not me. I enjoy reviewing, but it's not my urge. Now I'm just going to go into that pinkier shade like I said before. Same brush, and this is the Wayne Goss 16 in case you're wondering. So yeah, I knew that I wanted this palette for me. I enjoyed the colors, and I knew I had enjoyed their eyeshadow formula in the past, but I just for some reason was kind of hesitant. I was just hesitant on whether to actually purchase this or not. So far, I'm very happy that I had purchased it. Very happy. These mattes are blending beautifully, and that's all you can really ask for in the grand scheme of things when it comes to mattes. It's just that they blend halfway decently. I I am just going to take that same brush, go back into the very first shade, because I noticed that I didn't bring it as high up as I did on, what is that? That's my right eye, on my left eye. So I'm just gonna kind of try and get that together. I shouldn't have done it with that same brush. Oh well, it's okay. It is all right. Now I am gonna go ahead and get a new brush because I need to. This is gonna be a Sonia G Crease Pro, and now I'm gonna go into the darkest matte in this palette. I'm hoping this is significantly darker. In the pan, it doesn't look that much darker than the very first matte, and yeah, it's really not that much darker. So do keep that in mind if you are my complexion and you're interested in this palette. Yes, you can get some depth, but honestly, it's not much. And this looks to be more of a brown shade than to be more of a pinky purple shade, which was what the first two shades were. So I think they thought that you could get a lot of depth, but when you're putting it on somebody my complexion, you're just not going to see that depth as easily with a brown that is pretty much my complexion, if not lighter than my complexion. So c'est la vie. I'm not mad at all. And honestly, like I said before, the mattes are blending beautifully, but just keep it in mind that you're not going to get the depth that, like, I'm not getting the depth that maybe somebody that has a lighter complexion would be getting. So just keep that in mind. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. Okay, now I am going to pull out my NYX glitter glue. I've been using this to cut my lid lately, and I'm just going to put a bunch of that on the back of my hand. And this looks to be a, do I want to use this? I don't want to use this. Let me get a lid brush. Oh, I can use this. This is my Smith Cosmetics 256 brush. It's the Arrowhead brush. I think this is in small. I think that's what the size of this one is. I'm just going to take my time and cut my crease really quickly, and then I will be right back. Alrighty guys, so I'm most intrigued by like these four shimmers. So what I'm going to do is take this one in my inner half of my lid, this one on the outer half of my lid, and this one in my inner corner. I think that'll create a really nice beautiful look, and I think it'll also contrast what is in my crease, which I do tend to like to do. Holy crap. Okay, now that I've laid that color down, I'm gonna go into that lighter complex color and just put that in my inner half like I said I was going to. And I picked up a lot of this product, so I am trying to be kind of gentle when applying it onto my lid because I don't want it to be overly Okay, now that I've applied both of those shades, I'm gonna go into the last shimmer that I picked out, which appears to be like a cool tone purple, but I feel as though it has a good amount of pink in there as well, which will kind of bring both my crease and my lid shades together. Alrighty, now it's time to do my lower lash line. As always, it's going to be very, very basic. What I'm going to do is just stick to the two mattes that I preferred, which are these two right here. So I'm going to put this one right against my lower lash line and this one to blend it out. That is all I'm going to do. I'm going to go back in with that Sonia G crease brush, which does probably still have some of that brown on here, but that is okay. And actually, I think I'm just going to keep that one pinky shade and I'm just going to blend it out by itself. I'm not going to complicate this look any at all. I do think that this look would be nice. It would be nice probably to have it probably would be nice to have the a liner on this look, but honestly I can't be bothered to do a liner right now. So what I'm gonna do is hop off camera. I'm gonna finish out my eye look. I'm gonna put something in my waterline, do my mascara, and then I will come back to show you guys the finished look with my what is this called? Foiled Rose palette. So just give me 1 second. So I decided to stay in close so you guys could truly see my look finished. I think this is outstanding and very, very pretty. Very romantic, but also summery and sultry. I think this is a really nice look. So I'm going to stop talking so you guys can just look at the look. And time to zoom out so you guys can get the full picture. Oh, we're not about to play this game today. No, we need to blend a little bit more. Okay. It's a done deal. Okay, it is what it is. Actually, let's setting spray. Yes, I put setting spray on after I put my mascara on. Sue me. Okay. All right. So this is my finished look. I'm very, very happy. So I actually have my nails done. I'm feeling it today. I'm feeling like a fake YouTuber, because you know YouTubers have like these fancy shirts on and then they have like sweatpants. I have sweatshirts on with fancy pants, but you guys can't see the pants. Okay, so as for my first impression when it came to this rose foiled palette, I love it. I truly do enjoy it. It reminds me exactly how their mattes were, and I enjoyed their matte. So no surprises so far in this palette. I have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 3, 6, 9 eyeshadows, which means I only have 3 that I need to work on, which are basically 3 shimmers. So pretty good, and like getting my kind of semi first impression, getting my first impression on this palette. I think I've done a really good job using a good amount of shadows, but also creating a really pretty look. I will say just off the bat, for me, this brown right here is not deep enough. It's not gonna cut it. It really is not. So it would be better if they had a deeper brown in this palette for somebody my complexion. But y'all, let's face it, I have browns, I have blacks. I don't need this palette to be 100% perfect. Now I will say in the future I'm going to aim to only buy palettes that are 100% perfect. I did truly think that this was a mauvey purple, so that's kind of why I did end up purchasing this palette. But from how I thought this palette was going to be to how it is now, I'm happy. I'm very much happy with this palette. I like the packaging. It's very, very reflective. It is pretty much a sticker on like a basic palette, so yeah. Then on the back you have the names of the eyeshadows, you get the ingredients, you get the 24-month shelf life, and then you also see that this brand is cruelty free. It is a very lightweight palette. I can't remember the price. I want to say this was in the 30s, but I used a discount code to get this somewhere down in the 20s or something like that. I truly have been enjoying this brand. I really wish I had went ahead and purchased one of their face palettes, because the one face palette, which is technically a highlighter palette but I would use as like an actual face palette, looks gorgeous. gorgeous, but I don't need it. I have shades like that in my collection, so I'm not gonna get it. But anyways, that is my first impressions when it comes to this eyeshadow palette. If you're wondering what's on the rest of my face, basically all the same per usual, all my go-to kind of things. The only thing that I use differently, and which is why my blush is a little choppy today, is I went ahead and actually used my cream blush from Flower Beauty in Bitten. And so yeah, that's pretty much the only thing that is different. Oh, in my lips, I used the Samantha March collab liquid lipstick in, not Pasadena, let me get the shade. It is in Pasadena. So that's the liquid lipstick from Ofra collaboration. I just immediately thought about this shade when I wanted to actually match and just kind of go full in on these dusty purple look, or dusty purple tones on my face today. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, y'all, it has been real. Peace.